Well, it's May 1st. What do you think about that?
I think it's great.
It was nice. It was 64 degrees when I walked this morning. Pleasant, pleasant,
Beautiful.
very nice. So,
All right.
Terry, you're with American Home Shield. We met
Yes.
3 or 4 times now.
Yes.
Um, Tell me what's going on in the home warranty business. Is it increasing or is it decreasing?
I'm so excited that you asked. It is beginning to boom. You know, when I started 30 years ago, every office I went into, first of all, there were always agents there.
Mhm.
Nobody had cell phones or laptops. I remember you guys even had the humongous MLS books and the area books and all that stuff. So I remember it being like every single listing, automatically the agents just included the warranty on the net sheet. It was just going to be a part of the contract.
Right.
And it was when the downturn came that things changed, but then the mindset changed too. And that's one of the things I really want to focus on, Craig, is that it's a mindset with agents. If you put in front of a homeowner, do you want this thing? I mean, I have to have you sign it. I mean, I don't know. It's some then what do you think they're gonna say?
Right.
I think it's all the way you approach it, right?
It is. And guys, now I am seeing such a boon. How many listings are out there now?
A lot.
Thousand.
Uh, it is truly a buyer's market. So anything you can do to differentiate, to make a buyer feel more secure with this home, because you know they're being pickier. Now they can start asking for things. Why wait? And wait for, because I still get that, Craig and Joe, from agents who say, well, we use it as a negotiating tool if the buyer is concerned about the house or if the buyer wants one. And I'm saying, why lose that marketing when it doesn't cost a dime to put it out there and say, hey, look at me. I've got a warranty included.
Mhm.
So you tell me what you want me to talk to you about today, because I am excited and I need and want more than anything to change the mindset.
Well, let me tell you, Terry, I've had I purchased a home warranty when I bought my house, unlike some other people on this call. And and there's always something going wrong. I mean, my pool filter went out last week and something happened a few months ago on the microwave. I mean, you own a house, things are mechanical, and they go. And it's just a very reassuring for a homeowner that I know whatever it's going to cost me 125 bucks to fix. It's my service call, and then I don't have to worry about anything. Parts and labor are included.
And here's the thing, part of that
Hey, do you know your
mindset.
camera's off, by the way?
It's not coming on, Craig, for some reason. It's saying my background won't load, so I'm trying, but it's not
Okay.
cooperating here. I'll put my picture up. There
There
you
you go.
go.
So the mindset, just like you were saying, Joe, the mindset is, guys, really not on what specific things we cover in general. I want the mindset to be, this is an insurance policy for the systems and appliances of your home. And by that, I mean, think about your health insurance for a minute. How many of you honestly can tell me with no reservations that you know the details of your policy?
No. Well, I know them because I sell it, but most
No,
people,
but I'm talking
you
about
know,
your health insurance,
oh
your
God,
auto,
no.
your auto insurance,
Mm-mm.
your homeowner's insurance. You same guys, you do not need to know what the details are of what we cover. What you want is to understand that this is a financial safety net that will help your buyers and sellers. Is it going to wipe out everything? No, just like your health insurance, you still pay money out of pocket. You're going to pay that trip charge, maybe nothing else. But let's say they're told, because they bought the policy that doesn't cover refrigerant, that they're going to have to pay $2,000 out of pocket for this repair. they're going to call you and go, and you're going to go, oh my gosh, here's Terry's number. I'm not the expert. I don't care if it costs them $2,000. If we're giving them a brand new this or a fixing that or the labor of this, $2,000 is wholesale cost.
Right.
Guys, you got to understand, if without that warranty, they would be paying full retail. And guess what? We're coming upon AC season now. The AC
are.
guys can do it. Why? Because we need them. We aren't going to go a week without air. You know what I mean? You're going to pay thousands of dollars. So regardless of how much we cover, even if they call you and complain, to me, that says they're still communicating with you, which tells me they know who you are.
Right.
So I'm just there to support you now. And I'm the one that will take any questions or concerns that they have about how the policy works. Just get it out there as a marketing tool, because guys, it's competitive now. What do you say, Craig? I mean, it's competitive again.
Yeah, I sent a note out to the team this morning. It says, you want a trick on how to make your listing more marketable or more attractive, or you want to make your buyers feel more comfortable, both of which are goals of the company, right? Make our listing more
Yeah.
attractive and make our buyers feel more comfortable. And that's what home warranty is. So my story, Joe just alluded to it. I bought a house in Riverview, and within a week, the AC went out and the water heater went out. Had I bought, and I used to own a home warranty company, and I didn't even buy one because my agent, Jessica, didn't push me to get one, and I didn't think about it. And here I am, the broker of the company and all this stuff, knowing damn well it's a good investment for 500 or 600, whatever it cost. But I had to put a new AC in and I had to put a new water heater in, and it would have been covered had I had a warranty. Shame on me.
Yes. Craig, can I share
And we
my
won't let them live it down either.
can I
No.
share my screen?
You will be able to in one moment. Yes, you can.
Okay, hold on. Now it can. It will work. Do you want to continue? Yes. Okay. So give me 2 seconds, guys. I just have to find what I'm looking for. Okay. Can you see that?
We got some chats in there. I heard someone yesterday tell me that their AC was replaced inside and outside for an issue she had with it, and she only paid 20% of it because she had the warranty.
I'm telling you, but I want to. I love it, and I swear I want to hear more of those stories, because what I normally get is the negative. But can y'all see the screen right
Tracy
here?
said, I know mine.
Not
No,
yet.
You
I've had to,
can.
No.
no.
Oh, okay. Hold on. What did
Tracy
I?
said, I know mine. I've had to use it extensively the past 4 years. So I got a huge lesson on it.
Good, 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 good. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me get my power. Let
Lauren
me get.
says, Terry
Okay.
has been amazing in all facets of assisting with putting warranties in place at the time of contract and after. Sometimes the buyers decide they want to purchase after the fact, and they will backdate the warranty to closing date. Remember,
Yes.
Murphy's
Yeah.
Law. I purchased a couple of warranties for my clients on some questionable homes, and I'm so glad I did, since there were plumbing issues and leaking washing machines. Clients are so thankful. That's a closing gift right there. If you want to give it a
Wait. Those are your guys just now saying this?
yeah, it's in the chat right there.
Is there any way I can get that in writing? Guys, I would love, just like you guys, I want one of those brag books. I would love if I could get that written, sent to me.
Yeah,
Is there
I can
any way,
download
can
that.
you copy the chat and send
Yep.
it?
Yep.
Ah, thank you guys.
Rachel
Well, I
said
want
my
you to,
water heater was replaced with my home warranty. That pays for the cost of home warranty, man. My water heater was
Right.
expensive.
guys, I could tell you story after story, but I want to say thank you to these agents. These agents so far, year to date, with American Home Shield. Now, remember, we kind of started our relationship like when the end of last year.
End of last year.
Right. Mhm.
So we've got this, guys, this is beautiful. And some of these, like, I should have put it out to the side. I think Lauren had like has 6 year to date. Guys, first of all, I can't thank you enough, but what I want to say is, to all the rest of you out there, they get it.
Get on the
And
bus.
yeah, get on the bus, because I'm telling you, whether we cover a darn thing for them, whether they use it or not, okay, I want you to kind of say this: don't worry, be warranty. Don't worry about it, because you've got Terry, and here's my contact information. But I want you to think along those lines of, guys, it's not about exactly the dollar we pay out, even though that is the huge bonus they're going to get. For you, it's a tool. For you, it's risk management reduction. Craig, you got to want to make sure that this is all signed and documented. You're then liable. You guys, you've got to be at least letting them know whether they take it or not, whether you believe in it or not, or whether you really want to do it. Do not walk away without that signature, because this is a risk management, and buyers especially now are looking, and sellers, I shouldn't say just buyers, probably even sellers more now because it's sitting longer. They're looking for reasons to blame you.
Yes, they are.
And this is another way we add value to our clients. All right, we talk about, we make getting the buyers to sign a BBA. This is why they need a realtor. We're helping them through the transaction and then saving them after the transaction to make sure, especially new buyers where they're stretched to begin with buying a house. And this is one way that we can help them rest assured. And I tell them, I said, listen, take this. We're going to get the seller to pay for it, and then make sure you renew it. All right, because it's important to do that because you have an 8-year-old air conditioner, or because you've already been through inspection, right? You have an 8-year-old air conditioner. You have this, a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old hot water heater, right? And 10 years old is about life expectancy on a hot water heater.
Well, and keep in mind, guys, I've been getting a lot of calls lately about, well, the 4-point says, the 4-point says, that is not, we don't care. If it's working, we don't care how old it is. I know it's a whole different issue for them getting homeowners insurance, but at the end of the day, the 4-point is not for you to worry about. Age is not a factor for us, okay? And just because it says that it's life expectancy or past its life, it's irrelevant to us. That is becoming a negotiating thing too. But again, they're waiting till the end to fight this battle. Start up at the beginning, showing them that you care enough to understand that they need to have some sort of encouragement or safety net in that first year, because no sellers are going to be buying them brand new ACs now. They're not. They're trying to get out of their houses. What's the next best thing? And back to the risk management thing. In case you guys don't know, I mean, I'm sure you don't know, I also used to sell E&O insurance with American Home Shield. We used to sell as a package. One of the questions, and Craig, correct me if I'm wrong, on your E&O file, guys, they ask you what percentage of warranties are you using on your transactions. That makes a difference in the premium cost, because the first step, the first defense against almost every homeowner claim could have been resolved if that warranty had been there. So the E&O companies reward you for making sure you've taken that first step to protect yourselves. So I just want to make sure you knew that, right, Craig?
Yeah, I did know that. What are the two most litigious states in the union? Do you know?
I think it's California and Texas, but I think we're like,
Colorado.
what?
California and Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah.
But I think Florida's right up there. I mean, I don't think we're too far behind.
We do more transactions, but the most litigious states are California and Colorado. And in both California and Colorado, a home warranty is pretty much considered a necessity.
A requirement. Yeah.
You have to have a home warranty, period. I don't think they made it a law, but every brokerage does it and every agent does it because they're getting sued over so much stuff. So as risk management, I'm way, we're lucky, we're blessed, 35 years and no lawsuits.
Yeah, and just FYI, guys, I'm tired of California always winning all the awards. I want Florida to win one for warranty usage. So come on. No, yeah. I want to be on stage again. Right. So anyway, okay. So are there any questions out there? Because what I'm going to do now, I'm going to ask to share the screen again. I'm going to show you guys what I really want you to know, because your office is no longer ordering the warranties for you. Right. It is up to you to get it done. And it's
two ways to do it.
Yes. What are the two ways?
On
your phone or on your computer. So I'm going to share that with you now. But in the meantime, if you have questions about anything else, let me know. Okay.
Okay. So while you're doing that, the contract, Joe, you know what the contract says.
Yes.
A home warranty is available and will be
Mhm.
paid by what company and paid by who? It's in the body of the
Seller or buyer. It's right
seller
in
or buyer shall provide a home warranty issued by blank, in this case,
Right.
American Home Shield, AHS, right?
And then over the last several years, we've been writing NA, right? Because
Right.
of the seller's market, but it's not a seller's market anymore.
Even
And
when it
even
was
if
a
it,
seller's market, the buyer would be foolish not to pay for it themselves. But let's also talk,
Exactly. Yep.
what's the biggest pool of buyers out there right now? First-time home buyers.
First time home buyers, yeah.
And
Mhm.
what do they typically not have a lot of?
Money.
Money. So all the money they have, they use for their down payment and closing costs. And then what happens when they move into the house and the water heater breaks?
They're in trouble.
They're in trouble. They're going to go borrow money or use a credit line or
credit card or yep.
And
or
that's,
they call you guys and ask you to do a commissionectomy
yep.
because you made so much money.
Yes.
And all you did was show me a house or two, right?
Yep.
1-800, don't
Or
call
something.
me.
I love it when something happens a month after they move in and they want to blame the inspector or, and how
This.
we, and it's like,
Anybody but me.
and the wonderful thing about a home warranty, it reduces the calls to me.
Yes.
Okay. It sounds a little selfish.
You can redirect it to Carrie.
But yeah, and the other thing is about that, again, if the biggest pool is new homeowners, first-time homeowners, they don't understand. They've always rented and the landlord took care of it. They don't have a
Yeah.
clue. My daughter, my
Right.
son, had they not had, I made them get warranties, but they had no idea. I mean, simple things, and this isn't warranty related, but a tree fell and she had to call and have it paid to be removed from her driveway, $500. She's like, Mom, I said, welcome to home ownership. Guys, they don't understand these costs that come in. And just like Joe said earlier, appliances will die. So will your systems. They will have breakdowns. So here's what I want all of you to do. And there's two ways to do it. If you haven't got the app on your phone yet, go to the App Store and put in ahs.com and download it. It's very simple. If you're on your computer, go to pro.ahs.com. I've kind of got the pictures. I'm going to kind of go slowly, but click on create an account. Okay. Y'all all with me?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now, guys, this is important to do whether you have a contract pending or not, because at some point you're going to have a contract and you're going to, oh shit, I never did that warranty thing. And you're going to be all in a tizzy.
Oh, well, let me tell you this. It wasn't a Century 21 agent, but I had an agent just about a month or so ago now. I had gotten him all set up on his phone, and I was telling him in their presentation, guys, you can order it right there at your presentation, especially if you're getting that listing and you're telling them about seller's coverage. You can order it while you're there and say, policy, you're covered. As I leave, you are now covered under the AHS warranty. And he did it on his phone. And he was so excited. He called and said, Terry, I just ordered it from my phone and I've got seller's coverage already started. So I just want you to know there's so many ways that you can use this, or if you have your laptop or your pad or whatever with you. So anyway, you create your email address, you create your password, and you click the terms of use, okay? I'm just going to go through these slowly. So if you're doing it while we're going, if you have questions, stop me. Okay, you put in your email, you create your account, and then it's going to email you right back. Okay, because so it's got to be an email where you are. It can't be your office email and you're at home. You with me?
Terry, that website is pro.ahs.com.
Right. Let me go back up. Hold on.
I typed it in the chat. Somebody asked for it.
Sorry. Oh, pro.ahs.com.
Yep. Number one.
All right. So
or
you just
AHS in the App Store and it'll pull up.
Yeah, ahs.com in the App Store. And I forget that I even have it on my phone. I'm so used to doing it on the computer for all these years. All right, you're going to open up the verify email, and then you're going to continue. And now here's where you're going to finish setting it up. And it's going to end up saying, welcome, Craig, and you're going to see it. But now you're going to well, after you enter all this, I'm sorry, I'm a little ahead of myself. You're going to create your profile. Literally, guys, if you're not really, if you're good at the computer, you're going to be able to do this in like 3 minutes. If you're not good, you're like me, it'll maybe take you 6 or 7, but it's really pretty simple. And
Well, if I did it, anybody can do it.
yeah.
You know your name and your email address and your phone number and your address, you can do it.
Yeah, you're pretty good. Yeah.
So then it's going to say welcome, okay? And up at the top of that screen, it's going to say enter an order, okay? Same on the mobile icon, it's going to, I guess it says create an order. So it's just from this point, it's all pretty self-explanatory. But once you have this profile set up, you can not only place orders, but you'll be able to follow your orders and you'll be able to see if repairs are done and if the payment's been made. I mean, you can track a lot on this if you want to.
Right.
You don't need to. I'm just saying it gives you that if they say we paid, because sometimes your buyers are going to say, we'll pay for it outside of closing. We'll call Terry and get it all set up. They get busy moving in and they don't. And then what happens? They have a breakdown and all of a sudden we don't know who they are.
Yep.
It hasn't been entered, hasn't been paid for, and now it's pre-existing. Get
Okay,
it.
so let's repeat
entered.
that. Because
Okay.
And you know, the last,
good.
I'm sorry.
I was saying a lot of our agents are used to Global Home, where
Mhm.
Angelique did the ordering for you. So you have to do the order yourself, and you also need to tell the title company to include it on the closing statement.
Well, what will happen is once this is ordered, Craig, they're going to ask you to fill out all the closing information on these apps.
Okay.
When you order it, we automatically will send it to that title company. We'll send a copy to the agent. And I always beg everybody to send a copy to me. I don't always get it unless I order it. But with that being said, I can track it from American Home Shield. If you tell me you've ordered it, I can go in and find it. If you need me to order it, guys, if you're in a place where you're like, oh, I forgot, Terry, I'm sitting here at title, I will do it for you. Okay. I know there's going to be those crunch times and you can call me anytime and I'll help you when I'm available. But this gives you the ability to just be totally independent and do it yourself. And that way, you know, it's done.
The
Okay.
nice
You
thing,
want it. Go ahead.
no, the nice thing I like about the app, or not, about the ordering, is when you're ordering it, you put in the title company information, you put in your information and the client's information. And then when it takes you to a screen and says, okay, who do you want a copy of this to go to? And you just click, I want to go to the title company. I need an invoice to the title company. I want an invoice and a contract confirmation. And I want a contract confirmation for the buyer. And then that way at closing, I hand them the contract information, circle the number that they call for service, and I highlight their contract number. I said, and it's going to take a little time for you, might take a little time for you to get this because the title company has to pay for it. But here's the information in case before you get that, you have your contract number and and the phone number to call for warranty.
And also, please, I beg of you, if nothing else, give them my contact information. I tell you all the time, 1-800 call Terry. You know, those are not the real numbers, but I just want you to have the mindset of, I don't care what it is, guys. And I know Craig and Joe don't want you out there finding out information about the warranty. Get out there and network sell, whatever you do best. But don't get bogged down in calling American Home Shield. Even if you want to take care of your customer, let me do it. I'll keep you informed. I'll let you know how it went with Joe and Susie, but just keep focused on this is a marketing strategy. This is a tool for you. This is a risk management reduction, and it's going to add value to that listing.
Let's talk about, as we come to a close for a 30-minute class, let's talk about what's not covered and what not to promise, because this is not an end all, save all
Right.
gift of God that protects things that are wrong.
Well,
Right.
if you want those details, I'll give them to you. What we don't cover is anything that's pre-existing.
Right.
And I get it a lot where they say, well, how would the buyer have known? Well, if it's on the inspection reports, an
Yeah.
unknown, if it's behind a wall, nobody could have known, covered. But if it's on that inspection report, I can't help you. So if you know it's a problem, please just don't say, don't worry about it. The warranty will handle it. Because if it's denied,
That's the
and
point I
if,
wanted to make. Don't
yeah,
say,
if,
don't worry, buy this piece of crap house and we'll put a warranty on it, because that's not going to
Right.
save your house.
No.
all, because I just had a call probably early last week because they were saying, well, the inspection report says it needs to have is recommending a cleaning because the air levels aren't quite right. And I went, do it.
Yeah.
Because don't count. She wanted to know if the warranty would cover that. I said, no, if it's already stating that there's not the right levels, no, 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 no. Don't make promises. Don't tell them that we cover everything. Guys, there are going to be those little fine prints. If um if they don't have the shield complete, the big Mac Daddy, which I push so
If you're
hard,
going to push anything, push the back daddy one.
push
Period.
the Mac Daddy, because if they have either of the other two, their refrigerant is not going to be covered. And the refrigerant is where they're going to get you that in labor. They're going to kill you on it retail. Well, at least you'll have the labor covered through the warranty, but they're not going to have the refrigerant covered. And like I was saying in my earlier example, it could be $2,000 depending on how many pounds of freon they may have lost. And heaven forbid we give them a brand new coil. The
Yeah.
average coil takes 10 pounds to fill
Mm-hmm.
at $200 a pop.
Wow.
Yeah. I had a client who I bought the warranty for when they bought the house, and I was selling it, and both their coils on both units were gone. Had to be replaced. Luckily, I got him the Mac Daddy one, so his all the Freon was covered in it, because it would have been thousands of dollars to replace that. It's very expensive stuff.
So that's not covered, guys. Don't make any promises in general. Just say it's a great marketing strategy that could save you a lot of money. It's an insurance policy. The fine print will come after you close. It'll come to you, read it. If you have any questions, call Terry. Because the
Right.
truth is, guys, I can tell you things that are and aren't covered, but I don't want you telling them. I don't want you telling them what's covered and not covered. I want you to understand it.
There's a brochure available.
I can even send you a sample contract where you'll see all the details of what we do and don't cover. But do you want it? I mean,
No.
if you've got some of those analyticals, yeah, maybe.
Okay, so we have a
So
required form in .loop. That's your home warranty accept or decline form, right? And that's for our E&O covers, because we have to offer a home warranty. They want us to offer home warranty because it reduces our liability and our chance of getting sued. So you have to have them sign here. We're making a home warranty available for you. Would you like one? Yes, let's accept. And then you give them a contract, or you say no, and they've disclosed that they were offered a home warranty. So we're not discriminating against any one party against another. So that's the extent of what you're required to do. But the purpose is, this is not a junk fee. It's a valuable tool to make a buyer feel comfortable and make a seller's house more marketable, right? And so that's why that form's there. So don't just push it and say, oh, I'm supposed to offer your home warranty. So just check no. That's what a lot of people are doing. And you're not taking the 30 seconds to say, hey, home warranty can really help you out. It's what's the Mac Daddy plan cost, Terry?
single family home is 810. Condo mobile manufacturer is 685. Did anybody have any? I see 37 in the chat. Are there questions that you need to answer before?
Somebody said, would you put up your contact? Oh, Joe
I
put it.
I did it. Yep. And
Okay.
we have 65 online, Terry. So
Oh, guys, first of all, again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank y'all for believing in me and American Home Shield and going with us. Thank you to those agents I put up earlier. Thank y'all so much for believing in me. And I just want you to understand that it really is, it is beginning to see, I'm seeing more and more, and it's because buyers aren't afraid to ask anymore. So I just say, sellers, put it out there now so you can shine as a listing. Don't wait till the buyer starts asking for things. Put it out there and draw them to you. Because at the end of the day, and I shouldn't say this because I don't get paid, but at the end of the day, if that buyer starts asking for too many things, if the warranty gets scribbled out of the contract, it doesn't cost the seller anything.
That's right.
It's all a negotiating tool, guys.
Terry, one of our agents asking, can I purchase coverage personally after I've owned for over a year?
Can you say that again?
She's an agent, wants to know if she can purchase a warranty. She's owned the home for a year.
Yes, and agents, you can put a warranty on every single one of your properties. I don't care if you have 10 investments. I had an Orlando guy who had 19 years ago. He had a warranty on everyone and paid monthly. You can pay it monthly. It starts immediately. You get a $50 discount on your each plan, and you get me. So
I didn't know that. I'm gonna buy a warranty today.
you
Yes.
definitely can buy a warranty. And it's like I said, it's you want the shield complete though. Please get
Oh,
the
yeah.
shield complete.
So what about a buyer? Don't they have to buy within a certain period of time?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This is being recorded, so I have to say yes. The requirement is 60 days after closing.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
It's being recorded.
So you have till 60 days after closing to send the warranty.
But if
Call
you have
Terry.
questions,
Now
have questions, call me.
Right.
Well, yes, and we'll see what we can
Yeah,
do.
but you can't have the buyer go and say, "Oh shit, the water heater's bad. Let me put a warranty on the house."
Yeah, can't do that.
That's
And
not
guys,
going to work. They're
Craig,
going to figure it out.
I so rarely get to talk to you, so I want to say this to you guys too. This is one of those other things that you need to know in the back of your head. Let's say that we are going to replace a water heater for someone. They're getting a brand new water heater, and because they had the complete, they didn't have to pay any extra out of pocket. But it's going to be like 4 more days before they get there. And the homeowner's like, then they can cash out. What does that mean? It means they can get that water heater replaced today. Call your own plumber, get them out there, get it replaced. You'll pay whatever they charge. You let us know it's been done by a licensed professional, and we will send you a check back for what it cost us. So if that water heater and all the labor and all would have cost us, say $1,000, you might have paid $2,300 out of pocket. Guys, you saved $1,000 because you had the warranty, and the rest of your house is still covered. So understand that it's you have a choice with a warranty. You have a choice. And somebody I read in the chat said I had a voice that reminded them of Andy Griffith. What? Was that Aunt B? You're trying to tell
Andy
me
Griffith's
I sound like
wife.
old?
Yes.
Is that Aunt B you're talking about? Are you? Because I told you that I've been with the company for 30 years. I'm old now. No. Anyway,
Here's an agent saying, "I wish I knew this when I bought my home last year. My AC stopped working 4 months after closing." That's what happens, especially in summertime.
Mm-hmm.
Because
guys,
believe it
it's
or
an
not,
insurance. It's insurance. You're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't. So,
They're
and even if
mechanical.
and even if they don't use it, it's still got to be paid.
I don't use my life insurance every year, but I have it.
I
Thank
know,
God.
right? I know. Well,
All right, guys.
so is there anything else, Craig? Because I want to leave you with one last thing.
So if they had previously declined the coverage, can they change their mind? Yes, they can change their mind up to
Yes.
60 days after closing.
And if you have a seller who's declined and you're still listed, you can put it on now. Just, make not because something's wrong.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick. The condition is if the seller gets seller's coverage, they have to buy a warranty for the buyer.
They have to market the warranty to a buyer. Because remember, through the negotiations, things that warranty could be put aside for something else, but the seller's coverage, because it's in motion, will be billed for. That is a state mandate. So if seller's coverage is in place for the $75, no money up front, and for any reason, which doesn't help me, just FYI, but if for any reason that warranty is negotiated out of the buyer's contract, guys, the buyer's side, the seller has to pay us the $75 whether they use it or not. But we also could have put in a new water heater for them, and all we're going to get is $75.
Right.
So understand it's both sides of the coin.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
What's your last point?
My last thing I'd like to say, it's a joke. So the question is, if April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring?
Bees.
Home warranty.
Bees.
Pilgrims. May
Pilgrim.
flowers bring pilgrims.
Okay.
And I hope May brings you buyers galore, and I hope May brings me warranties galore. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you.
See
Good
ya.
job, Terry. Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Joe, you and I are on for contracts later tomorrow too. So I'll
Yeah,
call you.
I'll call you this afternoon. Okay.
You got it. Thanks, everybody.